Incoming! Oh! Let's go!
I don't really remember how to use this guy, so this will be interesting. If somebody's going for alpha. No.
You lost Zone A.
Yep, that's gonna go over quickly. I don't know why I rushed in like I did, but in this game, being outnumbered is very, very difficult. And at this point, I'm not even really skilled to feel confident one-on-one. Bit rough. Oh, he's right here. He's got him.
captured Zone C. You lost Zone A.
Right now, the other team is bots, and all of these little minions are also bots. But typically it's 4-on-4, 2-on-2, or 1v1. This is a 4v4 mode, kind of a conquest capture.
You captured Zone A. That was kind.
I have to say it's kind of weird to get answers on my phone when I'm talking on Twitch, but it's all good. But I think a big problem the game has and is going to have is it looks like a Dynasty Warrior type game, and people are going to play it as such, and that doesn't work because it's very much based on like your timing and stuff, not just button mashing. And I mean, I find myself doing the same thing. But it's all about like timing, mind games, mixing it up. Oh, I got interrupted during execution. I wasn't able to get friendly up though. He released.
You captured Zone A. We're pushing them back. You lost Zone C.
Get out of the way, get out of the way. Ooh, friendly.
You lost Zone A. You captured Zone A.
Too many people on one target. Makes it really hard for the other person to win, but it also kind of makes it hard for friendlies because you don't hurt each other very much with your swings, but it does interrupt in positioning and stuff. So at this point, we've hit 1,000 points, which means if we can kill the enemies, they stay dead. They no longer respawn. Unless they can, like, cap some points, they won't respawn. And executing makes it so that they can't be revived, and it also heals you a bit when it happens.
You lost Zone A.
You guys in here, it should be okay, but doesn't look like it.
You captured Zone A.
Time to add another verse to my saga.
I called in arrows, which helped take out one guy there. The other guy appears to be... Get out of my way, people. Up here.
You captured Zone C.
I see I have been saved.
Oh my, I knocked the friendly down. Well, one of the bad guys got back up. Very nice. I just hate things saying new. Pet peeve. I wish there was a way to just tell the game, stop doing that. So I still need to do 2 more games as a Vanguard versus the AI. So I will do that. And Vanguard is a type of character. I think that they have a light, Vanguard, hybrid, and heavy. I don't know that light's called light. Medium. No, medium's the difficulty. Okay, so they're called assassins, heavy, hybrid, or Vanguard. The other Vanguard I haven't used. This is probably my weakest character in the whole game out of all 12. Only 9 in this beta, but 12 overall. There were in the last beta. Not very good with her. Oh, I joined the game already in progress.
You lost Zone C.
Very unfortunate. I'm getting my ass whooped. Alright, so when the screen flashed, that's a stun, and that it doesn't like stun you like most games, but it does mean that you now can't really see what's going on, which means you can't block accordingly. You're guessing. And then while I was stunned, he actually did an unblockable move, which is one of that guy's specialties. If he does, like, he chains 3 hits together, the third hit
Capture Zone A.
is an overhead always, but it can't be blocked, so you have to dodge it or just, not be there. Yeah, you're gonna make me lose again if you make me look at my phone during a... Right. Check. See it lighting up. I apologize, I'm trying to juggle a couple different things between Xbox and stream. Ah, I see. Ooh, that's an annoying sound. Can you hear me, Court? Okay. I'm talking through my Xbox headset. It's just weird. All right, cool. Well, I wasn't talking. Probably why you couldn't hear me. Of course, I can't hear the game now. I'm gonna have to work on this. Because when I'm using the Bluetooth on the headset, it quiets the game down a lot. Actually, I know what the best solution would be if you just log on to the Xbox app. If you use the Xbox app, that's probably the best thing. Then I don't have to. Okay, yeah, because then it treats you just like you're in my Xbox party voice. All right, there we go. Party. Xbox is doing all sorts of weird things right now. I think my internet just like choked and it just never quite recovered properly. May need a reboot, but I'm going to try and avoid. Mm. There you are.
Hello.
Oh, wow, you're loud. Let me change that. Hold on. Unfortunately, Party has never allowed you to change all of that. Oh, you can't hear me. Because I'm muted. That's why you can't hear me. I gotta...
There you are.
I gotta change your people volume. You're very loud. Say something?
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3.
All right, good enough.
Mark has a funny haircut.
I do. This is what happens when you have a mohawk, but you're not styling it. It does weird things. Got a bit of a hum coming through your mic, though.
You mentioned that last time we were on Xbox chat. Let me see if there's some settings I can finkle with here.
Sucks I didn't get credit for that fight because it bailed in the middle.
It looked to me like you were getting your ass kicked.
Ha ha ha. Well, I died once, and then I almost died again while looking at my phone because somebody sent me a message telling me I died. As if I didn't know that I died. All right.
Uh-huh.
Actually, you should be able to hear the hum if you look on the if you watch the stream. Oh, we got a networking error. Having issues. It was funny. The very first For Honor beta when it launched, they actually reappropriated Rainbow Six and Division servers. Kind of weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess they're all on like the same hardware.
Well, where would my headphone settings be? Is it only using the general settings from the,
I don't know. I don't do a whole lot with the Xbox app. And if I open it right
Yeah,
now,
me
it'll
neither.
screw things up since I'm actively using Xbox.
Let me know if you still hear the hum.
No, I still hear it. Every time you talk.
But when I'm not talking, no hum?
Correct. Okay, whatever you just did, it's even louder now. Like much louder.
But I'm not talking.
Okay, let me rephrase that. It's not when you're talking, it's when you're transmitting. So whatever you did started transmitting. So like you made a sound, it picked it up, it starts transmitting. You hear that. You have to be talking per se.
You captured Zone C.
So you heal if you're in a point that you've captured that isn't Bravo. Bravo's a special exception. But I know next to nothing about this character, so this is definitely going to be a little painful.
lost zone
Okay,
C.
the internet says I can't do anything about it. You have to do it in your main sound panel. And
Right.
all of my mic stuff is
You lost
scheduled for
zone
work
C. Sudden
and
death.
set that way.
You
So
lost
I'm heading
zone
back
A.
to Discord.
Alright.
You captured zone C. You lost zone C. Sudden.
They're reviving me. The bad guy there. Yeah.
You captured zone A.
Bad guy there. You got that? Oh, I didn't get that one over there. Go down the hole. There we go. The B check. Attack. One more versus AI. Blah blah. Is my Twitch chat. Those are starting to bug me.
You captured Zone A. You lost Zone C.
Do I run over here too? It's not good. Buy some time here.
You lost Zone A.
Ow. Game of 3-on-2, which is a little more fair, but
You captured Zone A.
large part of the game is like just not ever being alone, which can be rough in a pickup group because you wanna be in the right place, but you can't ever be alone. And a lot
You
of times
captured
that
Zone C.
one and the same.
You lost Zone A.
Hey, that won't work.
Lost Zone C. You captured Zone A. You captured Zone C.
I'm gonna go down there anyway because I need to heal.
You lost Zone C.
Well done.
Oops.
You captured Zone C. You lost Zone C. You captured Zone C.
You show them!
You got my attention.
You lost Zone A.
Get them somewhere safe.
Sudden death. You captured Zone A.
A legendary
Yay! It gets a lot harder when you play against people, especially people that understand what they're doing. Most of what I was doing just won't work. In the last two betas, I made a point of like playing all the characters quite a bit. I think I might just focus on one, see how far I can push. That's the idea anyway, but I tend to have alt-I disengage. Yeah, if I you see here, I have to play 5 Dominion matches already. I'll own a heavy, but I can play one. You can play them, you just can't custom them. Let me do a Dominion. I can potentially get credit for 3 of these, plus the daily, all just by playing a heavy in a real player Dominion. But I gotta go look at what moves this guy has. Heavy in right now. Conqueror. Both are quite fun. I think I like the Warlord a little better, like move-wise. I like the Conqueror better thematically. Yeah, so you can't get gear for them. You can't. There's all sorts of shit you can't do. But I can look at their moves. I don't remember all this until I've played with them a few times. And there's videos also, which I've watched all at previous points. No, I'll give it a shot. Thankfully, these orders don't say you have to win. It's good for me. Been a big pain in the butt with a couple different games. It was a problem the last 2 betas. Kind of hoping they'd worked it out by now. Yeah, games where like the daily quest is to win X amount with this character. I don't like those. Overwatch's arcade rewards is a lot like that. Looks me. You could theoretically play for a very long time without getting a single win, and it seems to happen. Whereas if it's just play X amount of games, it keeps people playing and you feel like you're making progress no matter what. Less stressful. Gosh, feels weird today. Load times seem a little longer. And some characters are better at different things. Like some are better at going to Bravo, fighting the minions, and just holding a point. Some are better at flanking and capping other points, etc. Kind of neat. Oh, I'm in a 3-on-1. I don't want to be here. So I'm going to not be here. There, it just changed. Trying to push him into the thing. I don't know what just happened there. It just switched my aim. And now somehow, what the hell? What happened to my team? I'm surrounded by teammates and then all of a sudden I'm winning. It's not feeling good. That was pretty awful. Awful. I'm really certain my team doesn't know what they're doing, which doesn't help when I don't either.
You captured Zone C.
Your partner is down!
Everybody's just always dying when I get to them. Freaking annoying. Oh, there's still a guy here. Fuck. Why did that not? I try not to get dust. Too difficult. This character has a block every direction move, and I really thought I was gonna. Yeah, there it is. That's what I hit. And people don't know when to release and when not to release. Like, there's no reason that guy shouldn't have hung around like that.
You lost Zone C.
Xbox record that. Try not to use that much on stream, but I really wanted to get the cancel their execution and save my dude. Quite nice.
You captured Zone C.
I held them off for a while. I don't know how my team didn't show up during all of that time. That's really what this character's good at, the Warlord. He's less bad in outnumbered situations. I wouldn't say good, but he's less bad. And he's good at, like, stalling. So you can get on a point and you can hold it. Probably not going to kill everybody and clear it, but you can at least, like, get people off of it. Again, where's my team? Holy shit. They must all be dead or something. Nope, they're not dead. Oh. Well, again, at least it doesn't say I have to win.
You lost Zone C.
It's interesting that sprinting doesn't take stamina.
You captured Zone A. Sudden death.
Hush! Man, those dogs are gonna go crazy with you.
You lost
No.
Zone A.